Welcome back to the Deep Dig Sports Pod. I'm your host, Drew, my other host, right here next to me.
What's up? It's D. Good to see you again. Today, we're excited. It's the Diamond Pick of the Week. It is Eagles week. The 49ers are going to Philadelphia. And with the Diamond Pick of the Week, we go through the odds. We look to see what is the best bet for the 49ers game this week. And we're pumped. But before we get into that, go ahead and hit that like button. Go ahead and subscribe and be sure to drop some comments below. Let us know what you're betting on.
Yeah, it's going to be a tough week for the Niners, but I mean, we're rolling. We've hit a couple bets in a row, so let's just dig right into it.
Yeah, I mean, so I believe the 49ers opened, I believe it was like a 1 point game. So they were a 1 point favorite. They are now, I've seen at first that they had gotten all the way up to a -3.5 favorite. They are currently sitting right now at -3. Money line for the 49ers is a -160. So you'd have to bet $160 to win 100 back. The Eagles money line is plus 140, and the over under on this game is 48 and a half, or just 48, just 48. So what are your thoughts on that? Tell me a little bit how you feeling just with
I
that.
mean, is it crazy that the Eagles are dogs when they're only one loss on the season?
It's actually pretty wild. You love a home dog, especially when they are as good as the Eagles. But when you think about it, the last 2 weeks, they've just played juggernaut after juggernaut. They've had just emotional games. First, they took on their Super Bowl rematch in the Chiefs. Then they take on the Bills in a knockdown, drag out war that went to overtime. That's a lot of miles on this Eagles team. There's a lot of veterans. So I think they couldn't even practice until halfway through the week. Yeah, I mean, it makes sense that they are an underdog, but if you were to tell me at the beginning of the year, hey, what do you think that line is? Maybe it's a pick 'em. Maybe just because it's the home field advantage, you give the Eagles two.
I would have loved the Niners to be underdogs and us to be able to bet that this week, but I mean, Vegas just hates the fucking 49ers betters this year because the odds have not been great for big wins, you know?
That's true. It's pretty tough sledding out here, but you know what? We make do.
That's why we're here. So let's go and dig into some more of these individual bets here.
Yeah, so let's take a look at some of the passing totals for Jalen Hurts. His over under on passing yards is 240 and a half. Brock Purdy is at 256 and a half. I think it's going to be raining tomorrow in Philadelphia.
Pretty high numbers, right?
Mm,
I feel like
I feel like it's going to be a real
on a
defensive
good
game.
day, I feel like it's tough for Purdy to hit 256. Not because he can't do it, but because the way our offense is set up, we run the ball a lot.
I mean, he has been hitting those numbers, but at the same time, the Eagles defense is pretty good. Obviously, they have a really good defensive line. He felt that last time they faced each other, but I just don't know if it's going to be that type of game. I'm expecting again a Christian McCaffrey heavy game. And as far as Jalen Hurts, I mean, yeah, he's put up those numbers, but it's looked bad. I mean, it's looked like he's needed some help along the way. He's lucky he has two legit elite wide receivers on the end, but this year he just looks a little banged up. He looks a little, kind of wonky, but as the game goes on, he gets better and better. But we'll see with this 49ers defense.
I
I would
feel better about Jalen Hurts because big playability.
I would feel better about Brock Purdy than Jalen
I
Hurts.
mean, let us know, you guys.
Yeah. Going into the receiving props, couple of them. DeAndre Swift, who's actually been getting a lot of play, over under 16 and a half. George Kittle, 46 and a half. Christian McCaffrey, 31 and a half. Let's see here. Brandon Ayuk, 66 and a half. Debo Samuel, 51 and a half. Devontae Smith, 60 and a half. And AJ Brown, 74 and a half. Of those, is there anything that kind of reaches out to you and is like, yes, I need to take this bet?
Debo's is really low, but Brandon Ayuk, I feel like he has the ability to go over 100 yards, and for Vegas to put him at 66, I mean, I think that's pretty good value to go over. And then Devontae Smith, I feel like he could easily go over.
Yeah,
Uh,
I'm really liking what
like one catch and he's almost over. Like that's the ability he has.
Devontae Smith has had a really great year. Honestly, I like his play style. I think he fits in well, obviously slotted next to AJ Brown. I think that 60 and a half is pretty doable, especially because you're going to be a lot of the defensive focus has to be around Devontae Smith, keeping in Jalen Hurts in that pocket and making sure that you try to stuff the run because DeAndre Swift has gone crazy. So I think Devontae Smith is a guy who is going to be able to exploit a little bit more just because the defense isn't really focused around him. Let's hop over to the running back props. Christian McCaffrey over under 71 and a half.
I mean, if they don't put him at 100 yards every time, I'm willing to go over.
Yeah,
Like anything under 90, I'm like, let's bet the over.
Yeah, exactly. And that's how I feel. Anything, and I think I've already said on camera before, 75 to 80 is where he should be priced at. Anything under that, I feel incredibly good about, especially this week when everyone's going to be looking to establish their own mood. Everyone's trying to set the tone. Obviously, Shanahan loves Christian McCaffrey. Christian McCaffrey eats this shit alive, and we know that he can go off for big plays. We've seen it against this Eagles team in the playoff when they had what, Josh Johnson at quarterback.
And the fact that Debo is back and can pull away from McCaffrey some of the attention. He's done a lot better since Debo came back.
Mm-hmm. And DeAndre Swift on the other side, over under of 53 and a half yards.
I feel good about that.
The over?
The over.
Again, it's tough. It's just tough sledding, dude. That's the one thing I would say. Real tough sledding against this 49ers defense, especially with the addition of Chase Young, just freeing up the middle of the field. Those defenders are eating now. So I think it's going to be real hard, man. So let's go ahead and hop over to some of these game props. Let's see if we can get. Actually, let me hop over to these same game, and let's get some real juice going.
A little creative.
Yeah. Okay.
And with the spread being -3, man, this could easily come down to a 1-point game. So some of these parlays could definitely stand out here.
Yeah. And so let me see here. And this has been my favorite so far. So just Christian McCaffrey to have one touchdown and the 49ers to win is even money at plus 104, which is pretty nice.
That might just be it.
Yeah, that's pretty good. And Christian McCaffrey is a touchdown machine. If you feel confident in the 49ers taking this one, that actually might be a really good way to go. Let's see here. Another one I like. I actually kind of like this one. Brock Purdy to have over 250 passing yards, 2 touchdowns, and the 49ers to win. That's plus 204. That's also pretty fucking nice. Especially, again, let's see how the conditions are for tomorrow. But if it's inclement weather and you feel confident about Brock Purdy, I think that might be a go-to.
Even from the Eagles side of things, Jalen Hurts 2 passing touchdowns and AJ Brown 1 touchdown plus 238. I mean, I wouldn't be opposed to that one either.
Yeah, that's actually pretty good. Plus 238. That's
and the
really good.
Niners can still win with that.
That's true. Let's see here. One more. This is all AJ Brown right here. Over 6 receptions, at least 75 receiving yards, and 1 touchdown. Plus 269.
And he's just a big receiver. He's really good. We're not going to be able to lock him down, contain him
the whole day.
So it's understandable that he gets a little bit of work in.
But I don't know. Just because Charvarius Ward put DK Metcalf in his place last week, it does give me confidence in this 49ers defense.
And look at what DK just did on Thursday: 3 touchdowns, 100-something yards. So Charvarius Ward,
he's up there. He's got some shit to him. You know what I mean? I mean, honestly, I think we go with just a 49ers to win and we take some points. What do you think?
I'm not opposed to that.
Because I feel like the 49ers are going to win big. If I were to ask you the series of question, who does this game matter more to, the 49ers or the Eagles?
49ers.
Who has more rest, the 49ers or the Eagles?
49ers.
Who has a bigger chip on their shoulder? The 49ers, who feel like they've been gypped in the championship game, or the Eagles, who just got kind of talked shit to the entire offseason?
Yeah, and these Eagles games that have been going down to final scores, it's about time their luck ran out and they dropped one of these.
Yeah, so I mean, I could see the 49ers winning by at least 7. I mean, so if we did the 49ers to win by at least 1 point to 7 points, that is plus 250 right there. If we think it's going to be an absolute blowout,
which is tough. I don't know about that. This team's still really good.
Yeah. So, let me see here. I want to see.
A little greedy here.
I want to see the alternate lines. If we can get the 49ers
+4.
Yeah, -4.
Or -4.
If we can get them -4.5, look at that.
+115.
+115 over even money, or we could just take Christian McCaffrey to have a touchdown and the 49ers to win. That's even money. That's +104. What do you feel better? Do you feel better that the 49ers win by 5 or the 49ers win and Christian McCaffrey gets a touchdown?
I feel like the safe bet is Christian McCaffrey touchdown because Shanahan fucking loves him.
I think so.
Against that D line,
I'm up for either one of those, or unless we split it and we go 200 on the Christian McCaffrey, 200 on this one, and we just let it roll and we see how we hit.
Go safe.
Yeah.
Split it. I'm cool with that.
All right. So, Diamond Pick of the Week, we're going to split this. So we are going to do the 49ers at the alternate line of -4.5, and that's going to be for 2 units. And then we're going to put 2 units on the same game parlay of Christian McCaffrey to have at least 1 touchdown and the 49ers to just win outright. So that's the Diamond Pick of the Week. Let us know in the comments, what are you betting? Are we completely crazy? Do you think the Philadelphia Eagles are going to win? Do you think the 49ers are going to actually take this and we have a pretty good value here? Do you think it's going to be a blowout either way? Let us know.
Eagles can win this game and, +1.5, Eagles +117. So, Eagles fans.
That's some good value.
Right there for the taking.
Believe in your squad, there's some good taking.
All right.
All right, later.
See ya.